Today I'm going to show you a funnel I built a few years ago which made me a lot of money. I'm going to show you exactly how it worked, what it looked like, and give you the links for it as well so you can go and check it out yourself in the hopes that you can take it and build something yourself which actually helps you make money. Now, this funnel helped me with getting leads. It helped me getting big clients as well. It helped me essentially sell to people who hadn't already met me before. So when I actually jumped on the phone with them, they already knew what I was about. They knew exactly what I was doing and how I could basically help them. And this funnel was so good, it made me a lot of money. It made me a lot of money. And if you don't know what a funnel is, this is a funnel. A funnel is essentially a series of web pages that does selling for you. And it's in the shape of a funnel. If you picture what a funnel looks like, you see here, we've got a landing page and then a video page and then a schedule page. And what actually happens is more people start off at the first step, and as they go down the sections here, you lose people basically. So people might visit the landing page, but they might not make it to the video page. They might not make it to the schedule page after they've visited the video page then, and it gets less and less people that come down, hence why it's called a funnel. And you can see here on my landing page I flicked over to, I have a landing page which is dedicated to businesses who are essentially wanting to get more clients from LinkedIn. And this is all that is on my funnel page, just this little bit of writing here. And it's not complicated, it's very, very, very simple. There's probably less than 100 words on here, and it worked very, very, very well. We're living in a time where people are doing all these intricate things and really overcomplicating how you can market and how you can sell to people. And you got 21 steps to become a millionaire and all this stuff. But really, simple beats complicated every single time. Let me walk you through this page and how it exactly works. So I would typically include this link up here basically to any sort of blog post, or YouTube video I made. And it was a link to free training that a person could take if they were a business on LinkedIn and they wanted to get more clients. That is essentially what it is. So anytime I made a post which was about that, I would include that little link somewhere in the page there. And what would happen was people would click this link and it would bring them to this page. And straight away, I would call out who this page is for. It's for coaches and consultants. I would then have a catchy headline saying something about what it is I can help them do. And this headline, it might not mean a lot to you, but it actually meant a lot to the niche I was previously servicing. So I put how I avoid the sea of noise on LinkedIn and book calls with ideal clients consistently by standing out. When I made this page, LinkedIn was filled with influencers who were humble bragging about everything and talking about their accomplishments constantly. And it was very, very hard for the average business who wanted to talk about their service to actually stand out. So basically I read this about the market and I positioned my headline to reflect that. Then afterwards we've got a little bit more detail down here and I put free training reveals how to consistently get interested ideal clients on a predictable fashion on LinkedIn in 4 steps without using automation or spammy tactics. And this is what I taught. If the person liked this enough, what would happen is they would click this right here and then they would fill in their first name, their last name, and their email. Once they've done that, 2 things would happen, 2 very, very important things. First of which, they would be taken to the second page to actually unlock their free training. So this was the video page here, where I essentially walked through how I basically fixed their problem that they were currently experiencing. And I talked about a little bit about me. I talked about some strategies that I've previously used. And I talked about their problem that they're experiencing to let them know I understand what it is they were trying to do and what they were struggling with. And then I talked about what the solution was. And what the solution was me consulting for them, essentially. And it's quite a long video. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And I'm talking, I'm demonstrating tactics. I'm giving a little bit of advice as well. And then what happens after they have watched it, they would click this link here to be taken to the next video, which is where they would schedule a call with me if I was available, right? Now, most people didn't schedule a call with me. Remember I talked to you about before that there's two things which happened at that stage. One, they get taken to the next video page. Second, they go into my database. I've now got their name, their first name, their last name, and their email address. And what happens with this information is I send them follow-up emails. So in a busy world where we're getting all sorts of communication all day, where we're constantly procrastinating on things that we want to do, and not only that, we're distracted as well. Most people didn't watch the video, and if they did watch the video the first time they were prompted, they would end up not booking a call anyway. But this is where you try them with a funnel. If you think about a funnel, you lose people every step of the way. This is where you try and bring people back in. So you're losing them every step of the way, but your job as a person who's running a funnel is to try and make that funnel as secure as possible. And this is how I did it. Everything you're seeing right here, the website, the email automation, which I'm about to show you, is ran through Go High Level. Go High Level is an amazing tool. It cost me $99 a month, and it can do all sorts of automations, which is fantastic for my business. What would happen is, you can see here, the form would be submitted, and that is where they've entered the email address and the name as well. After this, they would have a tag put against their name. And what a tag is, essentially, if you picture everyone who enters their name and email address, their name and email address goes into a database in the background, so I can send emails to them in the future. I can then market to them in the future. But if I've got 7 different funnels, how do I determine who are the people that were interested in this funnel, who are the people who are interested in this funnel? Basically, you use tags. And what tags are, essentially you labeling someone as, this is a LinkedIn prospect, this is a Facebook prospect, this person's from YouTube, right? Dead simple. And Go High Level makes this very, very simple. So you can literally just create a tag there. And then what happens was, they would get a follow-up email, and here is the actual email script. If we can make this a little bit bigger. I would say, thanks for checking out my training on consistently standing out and getting blah, blah, blah leads on LinkedIn. This video is perfect for you if you're looking to generate new clients and leads in a predictable and authentic way. Here's what you should do next. Click here to watch the training video. So again, guys, I am reminding them to go back to the video. I am following up with them because I know we're in a busy world at the moment, and I'm telling them, go and watch the video, because there's a lot of selling already happening in that video. Not even really selling when I think about it. It's actually more explaining to the person what I do, so I don't get people turning up to a call and being like, how can you help me again? I'm dealing with this problem right now. Can you actually help with that? They know specifically what problems I deal with. So when they turn up to the call, they already know that I can help them. Like, that part of the selling is done. Next, what I've said is apply for your strategy session here. And strategy session is an old school word for marketing call. So I'd be having a marketing call with them, a consulting call where I see if they're a good fit for me, and I see if I can actually, get them to become a client of mine. Next, I'll then sell them a few benefits as well. I'll personally get on the phone with you to determine what your best target audience is, and I draw up a little bit of a plan with them. So I'm incentivizing the people to actually reach out to me, because they're getting so much more from the session than me just seeing if they can become a client. They actually get an action plan. And I'm telling them exactly what will happen in the call, and then once again, I've prompted them for the strategy session. Right, now what happens is something very interesting. It waits 30 minutes to see if they respond or not, or if they've booked a strategy session. So if they book a strategy session, you remember that calendar link here, if they book through here, I've got another automation in the background which actually tags them again, saying this person has now booked a call with me. So at each stage of the funnel, I'm checking to see if this tag is already there. And if the tag isn't there, I know the person hasn't booked a call with me. So I will continue marketing to them. So we can see here, we've got a yes and then a no. Branch is yes, none is no. And it's checking to see, has this person got a tag there? No? Okay, well, they're going to get another follow-up email. Hey, Rob here, and I'm saying to them again, watch the video, here's the strategy session, here's how I can help. After that, I'll wait 24 hours and I'll follow up with them the next day. You might be looking at this now and thinking, wow, Rob, why are you following up with people this much? Seems excessive. You've followed up with them once, then you've followed up with them 30 minutes after they've, gave you the information, and then you're following up with them 24 hours later. Why all this? Believe it or not, the highest revenue companies, they on average email their users, guess how many times? 7 times a day, right? So if you think about this, and then if you think a person is signed up to 30 different email lists at any given time on their main email address, and that might not even be the one, they might have other ones which they don't look at where they're signed up to 100 different newsletters, or it could be a catalog or something like that. You have to find a way to stand out from the noise. And how you stand out from the noise is you have to repeatedly email people, because they might not have even seen any of this, right? It might be in their promotions tab and it seems excessive, but you're thinking from the perspective of someone who assumes that you'll send one email and the person will see it. They won't see it, right? So you have to follow up with them again. Then next, after 24 hours, I'm saying you started this application. You can go here to book this strategy session with me. Just a quick short email reminding them to book a call with me. Then I check again, have they booked a call with me? No. What happens then? Well, I email them one more time. Hey, real quick, 2 days ago, you watched a free training where I offered a blah, blah, blah. I apologize for emailing you a few times, but I wanted to make sure you didn't forget or get too busy. If you're serious about this, then complete your application. Then what happens is we wait some more. I think we wait 24 hours then. And we then afterwards tag them with a tag saying they finished this automation now, but they didn't schedule a strategy session. So now I can search in my database and I can see, I'd show you my database, which got emails and names and things like that. So I don't want to do that. But you can see that if you actually look through that, you can see that there's people in there who've booked a call and there's people in there who haven't booked a call, who maybe need a bit more of an edge. So now what I would do, if a person hasn't booked a call with me, I would send them pieces of content on, say I've just made like a new YouTube video and it's talking about how to get clients on LinkedIn with content or something like that. I'd think that would probably be a good piece of content to send them, and I would send it to the people who haven't booked a call with me yet. If the people have booked a call with me, they most likely either aren't a good fit or have become a client at that point. That funnel, what you've just watched right there, converted very, very highly. I actually looked into it at the time and I looked through all my competitors and no one nearly got close to the amount of conversions I got from my little video there. So you've now got the links in that. You can go through, you can even go and watch that old school video and you can see what I'm doing on there. I'm talking about the problem, I'm then selling to them as well. But not only, the video's only one part of it. The actual magic is happening in the follow-up automation. Some of those automations there I actually got from Sam Ovens himself. And there's some emails which he's provided, which are really, really good, really, really effective for getting people to, get a call from you. And let me tell you, once you sign a client through something like this, they are happy that you've managed to reach them so many times, providing you do good work for them, right? So it is your duty to have things in place which are trying to get people's attention like this, particularly when it's hands off. Imagine just creating an email once, twice, 3 times, 3 different emails, and then just setting it up once and pressing go. And every single person that now comes through that funnel gets to see each of those emails and gets followed up on automatically. It helps you stay super, super productive. So that's Go High Level. I'll include a little link below the video if you want to, get it. I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me break down, some sort of influencers marketing, if you want me to break down other things. I'm trying to give you guys as much value as possible on things that actually work, because there's so much BS out there at the moment. There is so much. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. See you in the next one.